Schumacher, producer of The Lion King. On behalf of the entire team at Disney Theatrical, we're just so grateful that you've all come today. You know, there's members of our extended, I can't even actually see you, but I know you're there. Members of our extended family are here. Members of the community, our friends from the Entertainment Community Fund are here today. And in the house are many veterans of The Lion King. Can we just take the house up to like 25%? Because I want the original cast members to stand up. Well, actually, you are standing. Put your hands in the air. They went through it. We're a story told. Sit down. Sit down. So much more. We're a story told with animals, but of course it's a story of people. And this thing is entirely made and created and performed by people. This glorious live orchestra here in the veterans from the very beginning. God bless you, Dave. Then there's our fantastic crew, the remarkable men and women in front of the house and back here who make this show run. And I know there's so many people who do this for a living as well. This is a highly complicated show, and these men and women are making this happen up here so beautifully, but I have to call out, because some of them are in the house and some of them are still over at the New Amsterdam today. The members of the original crew of this show made this vision possible. They fought and figured it out and learned how to do it. I'm so grateful for all of them. And of course, the beating heart of the show is this remarkable cast that gets up here 8 a week, making this show happen so beautifully. Through their conviction, their energy, and their talent. And I have to acknowledge the amazing swings and covers and miracle makers. Many of us have had a very emotional afternoon here. Those of us who've been doing this love these many years. But I have to say there's one person whose vision, whose talent, whose tenacity and extraordinary leadership made The Lion King possible. It's the smartest thing we ever did. It's the best thing we ever did. Ladies and gentlemen, Julie Taymor.
Okay, so let me take my mic. Usually, I like music for women. And now I want you to join me in celebrating my team. So can I have the creative team up on stage with me? Bart Fagan, composer. Don Holger, lighting designer. Michael Ward. Okay, I'm out of order. Just so you all know, because I like to put the names to the faces. Garth. Lego. Don Holger, lighting. Michael Ward, makeup. I just went there. Yeah, Rick Sordelay, the fights. On this side. Richard Hudson. I mean, Richard, I have to tell them. I just have to tell them. He had his appendix out yesterday. So, Michael Curry, who co-designed the puppets and masks. And Greg Metzger, who is the orchestrator of the music. Roger, very good. Roger Allers and Irene Mecki, who wrote the book. And the original animated film, or cartoons, you know. So, are we all here together anyway? I just wanted to say a few words because it is kind of amazing that we are here 25 years later. Maybe longer for a number of you people who've worked on this, but I think this is what you call live theater. Yeah, and I think there's a reason we're not sitting on our couches or in our beds or looking in our iPhone, right? Wouldn't you say there's something live and living and a reason to be in this space? So let's celebrate the art. Let's celebrate something that can live on forever. And it also brings us all together and creates what I like to say is a sacred space. This is the origin of theater, for us to be here in the high times and the dark times. And the thing about The Lion King, and I really wanted to think about what I wanted to say here tonight, because we are in these strange times, but there is a circle of life, as we know. And I sat here tonight with all of you, or today, and listened to the songs, and where's Tim Rice? Did I see Tim? Where is Tim Rice? Isn't he here? Tim! About The Lion King, I was saying I was listening to the lyrics and all of the songs and how each one of them has different meaning during the different times of our lives. We know what we've been through in the last 2 years. We know we've lost people. We know we have to live through it and go on in the circle of life. We also know that there are many people who are having to move, and I listened to Shadowlands again. The song, the lyrics that Lebo wrote when he had to leave South Africa. And this is when Nala has to leave and go on a migration. And we need to recognize that these songs are not just from the African story, but they're from stories of people all over the world right now who are having to get up and leave. So listen to those lyrics again. And then the song of He Lives in You, They Live in You. This that we can tell the children and the sisters and the sons and the mothers who've lost a loved one, that they still live inside. These songs, these spirits, the languages that we have brought, I've been all over the world, a number of us have. We've put it up on every continent in the last 22 years or so, every continent but Antarctica, and I'd say they don't need us. There are no penguins in the show, they can't identify, they can't. So, but what I learned and what we all learned, right? We learned that there is a commonality, there is a common story, the coming of age. The young child or young man or female, look at Nala in this version here, who has to go out on a journey, a hero's journey, the prodigal son story. This belongs to every human being in the world, this common story. Now, what's different about this show, what I feel is special, is the uncommon people who made it, the uncommon way we told it. So we have Africa, we have England, we have Zimbabwe, we have Europe, we have Jamaica, we have influence and inspiration from Japan, Indonesia, from the whole world, and coming together, hopefully we see that we have made something that is authentically us, authentically the artists here, and it is that coming together that makes it so special. When I could work with these gentlemen and these women, there are a few, and and these fabulous performers behind this screen, and these guys who did have to put up with it, I want to just say it's been the glorious journey of my life. And the only last thing I want to say, because we've got something very special, or they do, I don't even know what it is, but something special that's going to happen, is there's one last song, and it's just something that I thought about when I was listening to I Just Can't Wait to Be King. You know, we have all these stories from our trips. I sat next to Charles in England, Prince Charles. What? And he was the prince then, and that little kid started singing I Just Can't Wait to Be King. It was a ball. So, time flies. Things change. The circle of life. Stay in your seats for something wonderful. Thank you, everybody.
Hear it and feel it before you mention the name. The sound of the roots making magic from the place we all came.
Yes, I know the sun will rise. I know the clouds must clear. I know that the night must end. I know that the sun will rise. And I hear your voice deep inside. The sun will and where the joy Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the alumni come from 1997 to the present. From the day we arrived on this land and blinking straight into the sun, there's more to see. Started with tradition and added that to heart. Equal parts soul and spirit into a bowl of art. Stirred in songs whose notes float on the ancestors' wings. Combined them together and got the birth of the king. But to know how the king got to be 25 years old, we must talk about the king's evolution and growth.
Through the nurturing of the village, the king would thrive, and with the heart of a lion begin to change lives.
It wouldn't take long before accolades were bestowed upon the king, and the legend of the lion continued to reign.
From the lights of Broadway to Singapore and Taipei, the news of the king continued to make waves. The Philippines, South Korea, Thailand, and Hong Kong, the West End and Hamburg, Madrid, and Taiwan. 19 countries have seen the king's reign. 25 years strong, and its majesty has not waned. Longest-running production in all of Broadway, seen by more than 15 million people, almost 10,000 shows played.
The king has ushered in hope in times when there was none, has seen obstacles and hurdles and has overcome each one.
The crown composed of each of our hard work and our dedication, our joys and our tears. It's the souls of the village that make up the Lion King's 25 years!